Hello everyone, welcome in this new recording. Today I want to talk about the CV builder system and the additional features that I'm introducing on this builder, because I have just introduced support now for converting the ODT file that is generated by the builder automatically into a PDF file. So you don't really need to start LibreOffice anymore to do this. And to achieve that, we have now this convert to PDF function. We're calling this function, so let me just get to the actual file. We're calling this function just at the end of the build. So the build function here is actually producing the ODT file at the end. And just after that, you can just save the PDF file. So if I navigate into the folder where I have all this content, this is where the generation is done. So if I were, for instance, to delete those two files, oh well, yeah, you could, in theory, just try that again, and I confirm that it's working, except that I'm also breaking this system right now because I'm refactoring how I'm providing application specific details in the CV. So here's my main CV entry, and I now have this application entry which is going to point to an application file. So that could be, for instance, this template app, which is a DOMI application, and this is where I'm going to specify what is the job applied for, and also the cover letter, as you see underneath. But currently I'm not really using this file yet, so I need to fix this. So let's do that just in live. This is done, I think, in the base, or maybe not, because in the base you're reading the config file for the CV, the YAML file, but then you're passing that directly, and that's where you are going to store the definition, the description for your CV. But you also need to read immediately this application file. So we are going to check. First, you can set that probably in the base file, so description, and let's call that app. App would be for application in the sense, pure job application here. Oh man, the sound is so loud. So by default that would be none, and we will check now if we can provide a valid value for that. First, we need to check if application So this is going to be another YAML file, and how can you read that? Probably, yeah, I'm placing all of them in a subfolder, which I'm calling applications, I think. Yes, so we need to add this. So you need the current path of your CV file, I guess, which you don't have anymore at this point, because you were reading that in, when you call build here. So what we could do instead is just provide this file as an input and do the reading afterwards. So you provide the file. That would be a file name. And that would be CV file. And probably you're going to reference that anyway, or maybe not. So you're reading the CD file like that, and here you have a problem because this is not available yet. Right. What is the problem here? Oh yeah, I just renamed this entry. Probably just use this as a name anyway. So happy now? Yes. Next, when we have that, we need the path of the CD file. So that would be folder self. All right. Next, you're going to read the app config file. So let's just create app. That's you need to concatenate the folder, then also applications, and then the name of the application that you have specified in the config itself. So that's going to be self task application, and you need to add the YAML extension. So that's the file that you need to pass. You read that, and in fact you can just store that directly as app desk. Why is it not correct? Are you serious? What do you mean? This is a dictionary, man. Task. Why are you confused here? Task. Okay. That sounds pretty obvious at first, but I don't know. So let's say, this is actually returning a deck. Okay, so are you happy with that? It's funny, I didn't have this issue at first. Now there's something going wrong here. That's strange. But I didn't upgrade anything concerning PyLint or the environment here, but I don't know why it's not really working. Anyway, it's not a big deal. It's just a warning from PyLint. And let's focus on what we want to achieve here. We have just read the application config, and we're storing that in app desk now. So from this application description, we can figure out if there is this job applied for. So let's get back to where we're doing it. Job applied for, that's it. And yes, I think we should only do that if we have this entry, because there are cases where you might not want to display that. So if job applied for is found in the app desk, then you're going to proceed with this, and you're not going to retrieve it from desk, but rather from app desk in this case. All right. There is another part that is going to fail, which was concerning the cover letter. So write cover letter, what you do in there, if cover letter not in, yeah, that's again the application description. Okay, and if it is in the application description, yeah, I was expecting to just find a file name first, and I would use this file name to load the actual cover letter content. So that's what I'm doing here, which is not what we need to do anymore. What we need to do is to retrieve directly the content, not this. That would be then, and you get this from the application description. All right. Maybe it's working now. So if you remember, I have removed the ODT and PDF file, and we're trying to confirm that the PDF generation is working as expected here. So I'm generating the short version of the CV. It's done writing the ODT, and you see that it's taking some time to write the PDF. So it's actually doing something. And now if we go in the folder, we see we have those two files generated, and we can still open the file, the ODT file. So we have this applying to position, which is a dummy entry. Then you have the CV as usual, and I'm not sure how I have demonstrated the cover letter part, which currently is just an additional page at the end of the CV, and that's also something I need to change, because the cover letter should be on a dedicated document on itself, and you should not mention that in the footer here that this is a curriculum vitae, and the page number, if any, should be one-on-one. So this is something we're going to work on. But anyway, this is for the ODT file, and we have the PDF file generated exactly as expected from this ODT. And at the end, we'll still find this cover letter section. Okay, let's move to the next step then, which will be, let me think about it. One sec. Okay, another detail that I have not mentioned yet is that to do this PDF conversion, we are actually relying on a LibreOffice writer. So we need a path where we can find LibreOffice installed, and then you're going to execute a command here, which is taking this application and requesting the PDF conversion for your ODT file. This hard-coded location is definitely not good. So what I think I need to do is to move that into the settings section in the CV description, and then maybe check here if this path is provided, and if it's not, then you just bypass the PDF generation. So let's do that. What we need is to, come on, take this path and we're going to specify that in the settings. So the settings, and let's say that's writer, yes, writer path. Then that's in the desk settings. So if it's not found, then you just put a warning message or info message. Let's say, oh, come on. Or let's say not generating PDF. And you return. Otherwise, you can just get this path. So desk, so we set settings, and that's going to be this writer path. Actually, before that, I was trying a few additional options. So I tried to use this unoconf package. We can in fact install that as a pip package here, but that was not working, and it's in fact just creating a script file in your script folder, on your Python scripts folder, but doesn't seem to be something that's going to work on Windows from my perspective. So I didn't really insist on that. Then I tried to use, because I'm using the LibreOffice and portable version of LibreOffice, so I tried to use the launcher itself as a starting point to specify those arguments. Was not working either. But finally, if you dive a bit deeper into the file structure, you'll find the actual writer executable, and this one is working, as we've seen. So now we have this writer path. I guess we could just change this name also. So we have that provided directly in your CV description file. And just to make sure it's still working fine, let's do again the CV generation. Oops, it's not right, it's writer, of course. All right. So this part is done. Next, I need to move to the next topic, which would be, trying to generate a dedicated document and a dedicated PDF file in the end for the cover letter, because this, I don't think, should really go inside the curriculum vitae itself, as I already mentioned. So let's try that. Okay, so as I said, the idea is to move the cover letter part in a dedicated document. So it means we don't want to write that in this doc. So that's something we probably need to do afterwards. So we'll go just here. And let's maybe try to encapsulate this a bit more. So that would be define CV style. That's something you need to keep, because we can share those styles. or not quite. Oh, no, I mean, we have a dedicated document here, which is a sign. Okay. Um, let's cut that into two pieces. So that would be first write CV directly. So this part here you can do before actually. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I need to write the CV in a dedicated function. So I have moved this, which is simpler to retrieve the application configuration, and also we need the main CV configuration defined. And after that, what we have is dedicated to the construction of the CV itself. So we're going to read the file name and add ODT and so on. This is completely to build a CV. Yes, so all of this could go into that dedicated function. Up to this point. Right, and next we just need to call this function, of course. So write the CV. And after that, I think we need another function. So let's say that this is yeah, I mean, we have already a write cover letter function, but this one is I guess, yeah, if you don't have a cover letter in your application, then you don't need to generate that. Maybe you should check in this case and return false to indicate that you did not generate anything, because I'm thinking afterwards we could also, once we have two PDF generated, we could combine them together with the cover letter first and the CV just underneath. And point is, here we're starting to write some of the more advanced content too, but we need some kind of either construction for the cover letter. So that would be what we do first here when we create a document. Prepare file name for it, and we start building a main table, start building everything here up to, I think, this point. Write a profile info, and maybe just a little bit further you could also write the applying position. And after that, yes, we have some specific details. So let's take all of this again, make a copy of that. Copy means duplication. Duplication means you can optimize that. Why should this be? Whether you need this file name and ODT at the end, right? Yes. So the first common part here, I could go in a function that we call write document or build document, start document. I don't know. Okay, so I decided to go with the name create new document. So we're going to cut all of this. Oops. And we call create new document. And this is what we do, this create new document function. And then when we are writing the cover letter, if we are to write anything, then we can also just call this function, create new document. Then get the file. No, that's not needed anymore. So you start, in fact, you should start the main table with, there's no break needed here. Oh, or maybe we need that to specify the page layout. No, I don't think we need that because it's generic page layout for this new document. But we need to do something in create document, I believe. We'll get back to that. So here we start adding anything we need for the cover letter, and when we're done with that, we need to save the document. So probably there should be another function for that. Save document, and we need to provide a name for this document. Or do we? Maybe this should go as a suffix for the save document. Yeah, I would see something like that. So save document, and the CV, the suffix that we're going to provide is simply CV for curriculum vitae. And when you do the saving here, you get the actual base name that you want for your file from the settings. Then you add the suffix. And you also add the point ODT before saving. Doc is not directly available, it's rather self-doc. Okay, save document CV. So that's going to be your ODT file, done writing that, and you save the PDF. Okay, we can do that now for the CV itself, and also for the cover letter, which is, no, not here, it's this one, save document, and here the suffix should rather be letter, or cover letter, just letter. And with this, we should now have everything in place to save two documents together. Probably I should change the name here. Let's say sounds fair. And if I try to save this now, okay, let's see, write CV. You don't have this TBL, probably in the create new document. You're preparing the main table, yes. Let's say we return that. But if we check now what's happening in there, yeah, we're already writing some stuff, so yeah, we need to not rewrite all that. So the part where we create a table here, no, not applicable. And only this part is where we, no, this part we had a row, whoops, a new row in the table, and that's where we start adding the information concerning the cover letter. So this we don't want, and we want to retrieve the table from the output of the create new document. Cool. Let's have a look at that. So we indeed have those 4 files generated. The CV is as expected. Main skills, okay, and stopping here, curriculum vitae 5 on 5, great. And the cover letter itself now. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should reduce a bit the right margin here for the paragraphs, because that feels not very appropriate here. So we'll do that. But apart from this, I think it's pretty good. And we also need to change the ending here. It's not the curriculum vitae anymore, it's a cover letter. Cool. Let's do that. So first, the cover letter right margin. This is defined in the cover letter style. So let's find this definition of the style. And text indent, okay, margin left and right. Let's say margin right then. This one is not available. Let's just add it. You want to have at least, I think, 1 centimeter, because the table itself is expanded a bit on the default margin that you have on your page. Normally you have 2 centimeters on both sides for your page, and I was extending that so that the margin was were only 1 centimeter on each side. So let's kind of revert this effect and say that the margin should be 1 centimeter. Okay, then we have also the curriculum vitae page layout. So where is this defined? Yeah, that's where we have it. What the idea here? It's we're defining a full page layout as part of the styles here, but we're going to use 2 different layout because oh, maybe not so different layout. We need to provide the text that we want to display here. That's it. Everything else is going to be kept exactly the same, so that's cool. How am I going to provide that as an option in the settings, maybe? Options. Then we go at the very end. And in this one, well, options should be let's say doc type, and then we say curriculum vitae by default, and if option is not none, document type. So we may provide a document type. Yes, let's just say that this could be none by default. And then when you define the CV style, in the case of the cover letter, yeah, you need to provide that again here. So it means that when you call create new document now, with the cover letter, you need to specify that. Or maybe you could just use keyword arguments. Just provide that as a dictionary here. All right, I think this should work. So this one is still reading curriculum vitae. That's good. In this one, we have removed 1 centimeter on this side. So this sounds more appropriate, and this is now cover letter. We have the date, okay, application position, some indication on your profile. Sounds fair. Cool. So I think, yeah, this is it for this recording, and I don't really need to add anything more on that. And now we are going to be able to generate those two documents separated. Next step maybe would be to try to figure out how to merge the two PDF together. There's probably an easy way to do it with Python here, but I think this recording is already pretty long, so we should stop here, and we'll see if there's a need to make another recording for that. Anyway, meanwhile, thanks for watching, and good luck if you try to build your CV with that. If you do so, please let me know. That would be good, cool. And if you have any question, now you can just let me know, and I'll see if I can help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.